Grass is always greener on the other side. All right. Hey, it's working. Finally. Or it should be. I have 4 bars of 5G. All right. What is a walk in the park in Shanghai? Well, one of the things that's not a walk in the park in any place is starting a 360 live stream with this RS1, rather this RS1 inch 360 camera. The X3 is a piece of cake, but this one gives me battles. Ni hao. Anyway, we are at the, I'm going to call it the East Bund because I believe that's what I read, park in Shanghai. Over there to my left is a huge river, the same river that was featured when I was at the Bund, which is about a 3-hour walk from here. Yeah, anyway, such a pretty place. I wanted to talk about, I hope this live stream is good. I wanted to talk about what a walk in the park in Shanghai is like, and hopefully you can turn the camera around, this and that, and see kind of what, I guess this would be sort of the equivalent of Central Park in New York, and other places have their equivalents. This is the Shanghai version. And they have these walkways on either side of the main walkway. They have, it looks like boardwalks, but they're not. They are made of wood, apparently, because they have the same wear that a wood would have. But on the left and on the right, you can see here, hopefully, there are platforms on which people put tents or whatever, and they spend the day here on the weekends. I was here last Saturday, and these platforms, every one of them was occupied. Now it's a work day, and none of them are occupied. Well, a few of them actually are, but not very many. And across the way, of course, is Shanghai itself, and people enjoying the park, people running, people sitting, people lying in the sun. No. What is that song? Anyway, and you have people pushing, people shoving, and the girls trying to look pretty. What is that song? Taking care of business. That's it. Anyway, yeah. So I wanted to talk, like I said, about what a walk in the park is and what a walk in the park is not in Shanghai. Drone registration in Shanghai is not a walk in the park. I got it done, so that's cool. But my process was, it took 5 attempts. And with each attempt, you make your submission. And it's about a day and a half, sometimes more, maybe a little bit less, sometimes than, but it takes usually about a day and a half before you get your reason for rejection. and if there are several things that you've done wrong, they will tell you one of them in the rejection reason. The picture was too far away, period. Well, also, it was oriented incorrectly and this and that. But anyway, I after 5 submissions of attempts, I finally got a successful registration. And so now, after I got myself registered, I was able to add my Mini 3 to my registration account. And now I'm authorized to fly my Mini 3 in all the locations where it's legal to do so. So this is one of them. And every once in a while, I've been putting this camera down and flying a little bit here and a little bit there. Beautiful Japanese maple to my right. I love Japanese maples. Anyway, yeah, so I hope that this live stream is working better than the previous one. This one should actually be 360. I cannot verify, but just in case you're seeing my view, let me turn this around a little bit. There's Shanghai. Because apparently when I did my previous live stream, sorry about that. Apparently when I did my previous live stream, I was not in the right mode for whatever reason. I blame it on the camera menu system. But ultimately, it's my fault. I selected the wrong thing or put it in the wrong mode or whatever. But anyway, I do my best to try to share. Isn't this a great place, though? Just a great place. And you can walk, like I alluded to, you can walk for more than 3 hours without leaving this park. It's huge. I mean, that's what the equivalent of Google Maps tells me. I don't know what the name of that map app is, but it says it's a 3-hour walk to the Oriental Pearl, which technically I believe is about halfway. So probably you could walk for 5 hours or more along this walkway without ever leaving the official park. Do they have my favorite tea? I don't see it, actually. They have quite a selection of stuff. But anyway, I can't buy anything because I need my phone, and my phone's busy doing this live stream, and I'm not going to interrupt it. I had so much trouble getting it started. I'm so happy to see that it appears to be working now. I hope that it's true. Anyway, drone registration and what they call real name registration in China, not a piece of cake. I had a series of issues, but the bottom line was that I have a 10-year visa, and that visa was issued on a passport that has since expired. Passports also have a 10-year life, right? So I don't know, I'd had the passport maybe 7 years or something when I got my visa. 3 years later, that passport expired, and now I have a new passport. But the number on the visa, which does reference your passport number, does not match, of course, my current passport. And it was a mess trying to figure out which 3 documents, because you can only submit 3 documents at a time, which 3 documents they wanted to see. The instructions said they want to see the registration stamp, and they also want to see the the passport. And so I tried the registration stamp and the 2 passports. They said we want to see the visa. So I did the registration stamp and the visa and my new passport. They said the visa number or the passport number on the visa is not the correct passport number. So, and on and on. It was, but finally the bottom line is if you're in that situation, what they want is the information page from each of your 2 passports and the visa itself. And they don't really care, or they didn't in my case care about the registration stamp. So there you go. Once we figured that out, everything was easy. But there's no person you can call. There's no phone number. There's an email complaint system, which I did not bother to exercise. But I might enlist somebody's help in not registering a complaint as much as a suggestion. Can you see these fruits, apparent fruits on this tree? Pretty interesting to me. Love that weeping pine over there on my right. Now, at this point right here, the park is not as interesting. I really wish I had a bottle of water right now. I also wish that I hadn't worn this heavy shirt, but oh well. It's only like 70 degrees, 72 maybe. I haven't checked the last hour or so, but it's about that. It's very warm to me. I was under the weather for the past few days. I think that's part of the reason that it's my temperature's out of balance. But I feel good, other than this scratchy throat. And I'm being careful, folks, so don't worry about that. I'm not doing anything stupid or strenuous. You know, there are places for me to sit down everywhere if I wanted to. You have some people on my left that are sitting down in a beautiful park. This little walkway here, when I was here last Saturday, it's kind of one of those, you know, areas where I guess they'll make it prettier later. And that's not meant to be registered as a complaint. I'm just warning you that it's just not, you know, not the best view you're going to